Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Micro Investor, where we do technical analysis and price predictions on multiple cryptocurrencies every single day. Now, in this video, we are going to be talking about Cardano. Now, what's going on with Cardano right now is the price has fallen even more since the last time I talked about it. Now, last time I was mentioning that Cardano had managed to fall down back to where its 52-week low was, and then just recently, right after the CPI data had come out or was coming out, that the price of ADA had actually dipped down even lower and has found a new 52-week low at around the price of 36 cents. So previously what we're trying to figure out was that with the two same bottoms that we had, one from May and then one from October, what we were doing is we're trying to see what type of correction could this be, or could there be more to fall? And at what point would the price of ADA eventually start going back up? So in this case, what we managed to see was that it wasn't just going to be a simple three-wave type move. We do know now that this is a five-wave move, and what we're waiting on now is that fifth wave. I mean, there's a possibility that we would not get that, and things could just turn around and break out of this trend that is trading within right now. But at the same time, we have to think about the idea that there could be more to fall before we have more to gain. So in the long run here, I'm thinking that we're going to eventually see Cardano bounce back and eventually go to a price of around $1. But before we get there, we have to kind of just roll with the punches here and things work out in a particular way. And so in this way, we're looking at this being a five-wave move to the downside. And what we have is we have our first wave that had started back in September, on September 9th, and then the price had come down to complete the wave one on September 21st. We went up again. We tested another price at around 48 cents. And then just from that time, just so much sideways trading and the price slowly falling down, but still managing to stay within a trend, which we've seen that multiple attempts to break out of did not succeed. This was also around our 20-day moving average that ADA was trying to get over at the time, and then it ended up falling down much lower. So where it's catching, we can see that now there's kind of just a little bit of a pattern going on here, where we can see how ADA is actually falling within the wave one, the wave three, and then more than likely our wave five could continue to fall within the trend lines if that is going to be the case. So that could mean that the wave five could have a little bit more to come down to before it is complete. So I'm not saying that the wave five could go into, say, the end of October or where it could even go. This could be something that could just come down a bit lower. It could fall to 32 cents. It can fall to 33 cents. It can come down anywhere, but I would assume that it's going to come down within the trend lines that it's been following on. So I just think it's going to reconnect somewhere. More than likely, that will be the case that is going to happen, I'm assuming. Now, of course, it's possible that this wave 5 scenario does not happen, and this wave 4 that we have is instead part of a different correction, and that would be saying that, like I said in the previous video where I covered a Cardano, that we've had a B, C type move, and then we're going to be working on going into a breakout point from that. At this point, from where we're at and seeing how the price of ADA did go up enough to create a wave 4, and then we saw some more pullback on the price, I think that wave 5 is still more than likely the possible situation that's going to happen. And then from that point, though, I would feel actually a lot more confident with Cardano if it came down in a wave 5 instead of it being just a three-way move and then upside from there. So now here on the daily chart, if we are to see that wave 5 complete and then come down a little bit lower, then in that case, what I think we'll see is the price have a pretty decent size move to the upside, because right now there's really not a whole lot that would need to happen to see the price of ADA make a decent size enough move. Our 20-day moving average currently is at the price around 40 cents. And that's also where a trend line is at this moment to break out of from where we're at. So if that was to happen, I think that we'd be in a better position to see some more larger price movements. Also, our bull market support band, that starts at the price of 48 cents. And to get on the other side of that, it will be at the price of around 55 cents at this moment. So Obviously, it's the bear market resistance band, and there's not a whole lot of price movements that would need to be done to be able to get on the other side of this, especially since this is going to start dropping down lower with the price of ADA falling lower. So to get back to where we were, there might be some pretty decent sized price movements to see that play out as we do start to see more of a correction within the price. Now, as far as I think this could go, I'm still all for that $1 price after we complete the bottom. So that's what we're waiting for. We're waiting for a bottom, and we don't want to chase that bottom too much because that's where things get very risky. But we're anticipating that bottom here to come soon. And then at that point, since we're starting to see a lot of other cryptocurrencies start to correct and get on the other side of the bull market support band and move quite a bit, like Quant, for example, then I think that we'll be able to see the price of Cardano going to a price of around $1, which is a lot more of a comfortable position than it was at. And that's also taking it back to where it was at back in April, just before the price had crashed down even lower. So if that would be the next point where we would retrace, then I think that could be something that could be possible. So anyways, with that being said, please like, share, comment, subscribe. New content coming out all the time. I'm going to go ahead and jump on the next cryptocurrency to talk about.